Hey, what's going on everyone? So lately I've been grinding the new Runecrafting minigame, Guardians of the Rift, and I noticed there are still a ton of people asking how to play during the games. So I'm going to make this quick guide covering the way I get around 6 to 7 points a game, as well as having a look at the total runes I've gotten from over 350 times looting. Before you can start playing this minigame, the only real requirements are that you have 27 Runecrafting and completed the Temple of the Eye quest. It isn't needed, but I strongly recommend having at least 56 agility. This allows you to mine at large guardian remains, which will speed up your fragment mining a ton. There aren't any requirements for the elemental runes, but you will need to complete a few quests to use the better catalytic altars. For cosmic runes, you need Lost City. Law runes, you need Troll Stronghold. Death runes, Morning's End Part 2. And for blood runes, you need Sins of the Father. I don't have the ability to make death or blood runes yet, so the loot at the end will be based on only getting those through looting. As soon as you get into a game, grab 10 uncharged cells from the table, and run to the east side of the room to the large guardian remains and get ready to mine. I usually mine fragments until there's about 20 seconds left until the portal's opened. Then you need to run back to the workbench and start making essence. I usually ignore the first portal and make as many essence as I can until the altars change. Once the altar changes for the second time, even if you don't have a full inventory, go craft the best runes available. By the time you finish crafting all the runes in your inventory, and pouches if you have them, the portal to the giant mine should be open. You can go into it right away for another inventory of essence. Whenever you go into this mine, you should fill your inventory and pouches. If the Guardian's power is past about 87%, you should stay in the mine, because you may not have enough time to craft and use the energy on the Guardian before the game ends. You should instead wait inside the mine until the next game begins, so you can get a head start by mining a full inventory of essence right away. After you have a full inventory of essence, you can turn in the energy you already have and repair any damaged portals with your cell, then head into an altar and craft again. If you've been playing this minigame, let me know in the comments how many times you've looted and if you've gotten any of the rare items yet. I usually wait and turn in the energy just before I go to craft again to save a little bit of time. You should have enough time to fill your inventory and pouches with essence, then runecraft again before the next giant mine portal opens. After a few games, you will get the hang of the timing and be able to alternate between making the essence at the workbench and mining them in the giant guardian area. Once you're finished filling your inventory, turn in the energy and runecraft again. The portal should just be opening while you're runecrafting or just as you're leaving the altar. If you're using this method and you're a little bit ahead, you may be finished before the portal is open. Rather than crafting the essence, I would just turn in any energy you have, store runes, and wait until the portal opens, as it shouldn't be very long before it does. Before you're able to loot from the rewards guardian that's just outside the minigame, you will need 1 catalytic and 1 elemental energy. You can play an entire game gaining only elemental or only catalytic energy, but you should keep this in mind when you're playing. You may get a ton of one and then need a ton of the other before you can loot. When you start looting, you can expect to get a lot of all the runes. You can also get every talisman here, which makes it a great spot for Iron Man accounts. Here are some of the more rare drops. With the Abyssal Needle, if you have 85 runecrafting and 56 crafting, you can join all of your pouches together into a colossal pouch. If you ever need another needle, as long as you've gotten one as a drop already, you can get another by using a normal needle on the reward shop NPC. The Abyssal Lantern helps out a ton while you play the minigame, giving you different boosts based on which logs you put inside of it. The best logs to choose from would be oak logs, yew logs, or redwood logs, depending on your fire making level. Oak logs give you a 5% chance to double the points you get for an action inside the minigame. Yew logs give you a 10% chance to gain double points for an action inside the minigame. And redwood logs stop your pouches from degrading while also giving 5% more runes crafted and a 5% chance to double points from an action. And then you have the Abyssal Dyes. They are at a pretty low drop rate of 1 in 1200, but if you get a color you don't like, you can change it for any of the other two. The abyssal pearls that you can use to buy things in the shop with, like the outfit, drop at a rate of about 1 in 7 loots, and drop anywhere from 10 to 20 at a time. I'm sure most of you are going here for the new Runecrafting scaling outfit. You can buy it in the shop for a total of 1300 pearls. The full outfit gives 60% more runes whenever you runecraft, but since the outfit pieces individually give a 10% boost to runes crafted, I recommend buying them in order of the cheapest to the most expensive so you get the most benefit out of it. Starting with the boots, then the skirt, then the robe top, and finally the hat. While in the game, you should always pay attention to the Guardian's power level in the top left side of the screen. Here I noticed that it is at 87%, so rather than filling my inventory with essence and risking not having enough time to turn in the energy, I go without filling my inventory first. This makes sure I have enough time before the game ends. Since the portal to the giant Guardian mine opened and the game is past 90%, I decide to wait in the portal for the next game to begin. Once the game begins, I fill all my pouches and my inventory with essence before running back to the large Guardian mine where I would normally start the game. If your inventory is full, drop 1 essence to make room for the fragments you need to mine. Because you will already have a full inventory of essence, you can mine for longer. Instead of leaving before the portals open, I would wait until the first portal is about to go down. Then run up and get ready to go into the second altar to runecraft. This should allow you to enter the giant Guardian mine as soon as you finish runecrafting and allow you to fall back into the same method of alternating that you would normally do. Now before I show the overall loot, please consider subscribing to see when I post new guides or new content videos. Since I've already bought the boots and the robe bottom, I will have less pearls in the bank than you would expect. I started here at level 79 runecrafting and I'm currently at 83. I looted 365 times so far, so let's see what I've gotten from it. I have 258 pearls. I also got the abyssal needle, but I can't use it yet. And I got a blue dye, but exchanged it for the red one. Okay, let's pull out all the runes and see what the total value of all this is. I'm also going to add all the talismans into the final price check. For now I'm just going to use the price checker and not actually sell anything. I'm saving all the runes for when I get the full outfit, and if there's enough interest I can do a full price check on how much I made getting the entire outfit. So the total loot is just about 7 million right now. But keep in mind that the blood runes and death runes are only from looting because I can't runecraft them yet, so it could potentially be more if you have those unlocked. Hopefully this guide helps you out. Thanks for watching.